Hey, I just wanted to make a quick video to show you how our dynamic cities option really works. If you haven't set this up, it's a great tool, and I'm going to show you why right now. So this is our demo site, What's Your Dallas Home Worth? sellmyhomeinDallas.com. The problem is, what if you work in a smaller area, or you work in the northern part, like I do, of Dallas, where I also cover a number of the suburbs. So What's Your Dallas Home Worth isn't really going to identify with those people that live in those northern suburbs. And the picture of this home really isn't going to identify to them. So how do I address that? Well, you address it by setting up dynamic cities, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So we're going to jump over to the dashboard. You go to Settings, Advanced, and then Dynamic City. And this is what you're going to see. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to change Dynamic City, Yes. Now, since I've set this up in the past, it's already going to populate for me. For you, it's going to be blank though. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is put in a default city. So I recommend that you put in the large area or your primary area. So you could put in, a county name here if you cover an entire county, or you just put in your primary city that you mainly work. Once you've done that, you're going to click on Save Changes before you do anything below. And then below, you're going to see where you put in the dynamic city. So you put in the name of the city, a phone number, and then you can choose a file to upload. So the name needs to be the proper name of the city, so Carrollton. It needs to be proper spelling, so it has to be capital C and then lowercase the rest of the letters. It can't be all caps or all lowercase. It's not going to recognize that. If you've got a thing with a city name with 2 words, you're going to put a space just like you normally would. The second word does need to be capitalized correctly. What our dynamic cities will not do that we have found is if you've got a condo complex, for instance, that you want to advertise to and it starts with a number, unfortunately that will not work with our dynamic cities. So once you've put in the name, the next thing you have the option to put in is a phone number. Most people leave this blank, so you don't have to put anything in there. If not, it will use the default phone number from your profile. And what this is for is basically if you've got a second office in another city, you can put a second phone number in there so they'll be calling that office directly instead of your office. The third thing is to choose a file. So you want to upload a photo of a home that looks like a home that's common to that area. So once you put in those 3 things, it's saved. You can click on Add City. You can add as many cities as you want. So you can have 15, 20, 25 cities here if you cover all of those cities. What happens is with IP tracking, it's able to get a geolocation on those people, and it will pull that name in. So if the person is actually sitting in Carrollton, the internet knows that they're in Carrollton and they will pull that. Usually. It's not 100% accurate, and it's not accurate at all on phones, so just be cautious with that. For me, it shows that I'm 100 miles west of the city that I'm actually in. So what happens in those situations? Well, I'm glad you asked. So this is how we get by this. And you'll see what the rest of this looks like. So you see What's Your Dallas Home Worth? But we're not in Dallas. We're actually in Carrollton. So what we can do is we can put a / Carrollton at the end of our domain. And anybody that visits this / Carrollton anywhere in the world is going to see What's Your Carrollton Home Worth, and you notice that the background photo popped up here. And the same thing if we go to Frisco. The background photo changes and it automatically changes the text on the site. We can do other things other than cities, so don't limit yourself, get creative. So I can do luxury, and it'll say, what's your luxury home worth? Now, I don't have that set up as a dynamic city yet, so it doesn't have a custom background photo, but I could definitely upload a photo of a multi-million-dollar home and say, what's your luxury home worth? I can even do neighborhood names. So one of the popular neighborhoods in my area is called the Disney Streets. What's your Disney Streets home worth? So you can use this on mailers, you can use this on a number of things. Definitely want to use it on ads. If you're going to run an ad to Carrollton, make sure you put it in Carrollton in the domain to the ad, so that everybody who clicks on that link is going to automatically go there. That's how our Dynamic Cities works. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let us know. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have.